before the world unfolded, a reflective inner journey. Welcome. Take a moment to arrive here exactly as you are. There is nothing you need to prepare for, nothing you need to solve. This is simply a quiet space to rest your attention and allow yourself to settle. If it feels natural, begin by noticing your body where it meets the surface beneath you, the way you are supported, the simple fact that you do not have to hold yourself up right now. Notice the contact points, your back, your shoulders, your legs, your feet. Let the weight of your body be received. You don't need to change your breathing, just notice it. The breath arriving, the breath leaving, unforced, unplanned. If your mind feels busy, that's okay. If it feels tired, that's okay too. Nothing needs to be pushed away. You might take one slightly deeper breath here and then allow your breathing to return to its own gentle rhythm. As you rest here, you may begin to notice that your mind naturally drifts to images, impressions, fragments of memory or feeling. Sometimes what surfaces first isn't calm at all. It may be a worry that's been following you, an interaction from earlier in the day, a thought that keeps looping, quietly coloring your mood. These things can linger. They can shape how we feel in our bodies, how we speak to others, and how easily we settle into rest. For now, we're not trying to fix any of it. Instead, imagine yourself standing at a gentle distance, simply noticing what has come with you into this moment. You might imagine gathering these thoughts, feelings, and concerns not with force, but with care. Picture placing them into a container, a box, a basket, something sturdy and reliable. You're not throwing them away. You're simply setting them aside. Imagine placing that container beside the bed or just outside the room, knowing you can return to it later if you need to. For now, you're allowed to put the weight down. bring your attention back to your breathing. Let the breath become a gentle buffer between what you've set aside and this present moment. Each inhale arriving fresh. Each exhale creating a little more space. Nothing else is required of you right now. In this moment, we'll turn toward an earlier time, but only in a way that feels safe and contained. You remain here, grounded, supported, and present. If it feels comfortable, you might begin to picture a younger version of yourself, not a specific age, not a perfect image, just a sense of you earlier in life. If picturing yourself as a child feels unclear, you might simply imagine a younger presence, or even hold the idea of childhood loosely without details. Notice their face, their expression, the way they carry themselves. You don't need to search for a perfect memory. Instead, you might allow a moment, even a small one, to come to mind. It could have been a birthday, a day outdoors, time spent absorbed in something you loved. Perhaps it was laughing with a best friend, hanging around with siblings, being hugged by your mother or another person who made you feel held. Or it may simply be a feeling, warmth, excitement, comfort, without a clear scene attached. Whatever comes is enough. As you hold this gently in mind, notice how your body responds. Perhaps there's a warmth somewhere, a softening, a subtle sense of ease. You don't need to make it stronger. You don't need to stay with it longer than it feels natural. Just notice. As you remain with this younger presence, you might begin to wonder, what felt important then? What did the world seem full of? There may have been dreams, or there may have been a sense of openness, curiosity, possibility. At that time, so much was unknown. Life had not yet revealed its turns, its challenges, its surprises. There was a feeling, even briefly, that many paths were possible. Let yourself rest with that sense of openness without needing to define it. Now gently notice the passage of time. Notice the distance between then and now. You are not being asked to assess or compare, only to acknowledge the journey, the movement of a life unfolding. Allow a quiet appreciation for who you were then and who you are now. If it feels natural, imagine bringing that younger version of yourself closer. You might imagine sitting beside them or placing an arm around them, or simply being there without words. You don't need to say anything specific. If you were to offer them something, a feeling, a quality, a presence, what would feel kind? Perhaps reassurance, perhaps gratitude, perhaps simply the sense that they are seen. Let that offering be simple. If your life has unfolded in ways that feel fulfilling, allow yourself to notice that with gentleness. And if your life has unfolded differently than you once imagined, notice that you are still here, still breathing, still capable of meaning and connection. Both truths can exist at the same time. As the image of that younger self begins to soften, you might quietly reflect. What qualities from that time still live within me? Curiosity, creativity, playfulness, determination? You don't need to reclaim everything. Even one small quality is enough. You might consider, what small thing could support a sense of fulfillment now? Not a major change, not a decision that needs to be made tonight. Just a small invitation. Perhaps trying something new, returning to something you once enjoyed, allowing yourself to step lightly outside routine. Let the question rest without pressure. As this reflection slowly comes to a close, allow your attention to return once more to your breathing. Notice the steady rhythm, the familiarity of it. Feel the surface beneath you again, the quiet holding. You don't need to do anything with what you've noticed tonight. There is no requirement to act, decide, or change. You can carry this reflection lightly or allow it to fade completely. If this is an evening listening, let your body know that it's safe to rest, that the day has been acknowledged, that nothing more is needed. And if this is a quiet moment during the day, allow yourself to move forward gently with curiosity rather than urgency. Take one final unforced breath, and when you're ready, allow this moment to dissolve naturally, leaving behind only what feels supportive.